actually found out about this opportunity, I think, from parents who saw you on Univision. I think so. So high parent interest, high parent participation, and so the next natural step was to empower and engage parents to continue to support their children in those 21st century skills that they need in order to be successful in our global society. And as previously stated, many of my parents, surprisingly enough, were very afraid to turn on the computer. They did not have an email address. They were afraid they were going to break the computer, yet their students were expected to go home, do internet research, use Blackboard, which is an online resource that we have at our school, to download homework, upload their homework for their teachers. Our kindergarten students, starting at kindergarten all the way through 8th grade, are creating PowerPoints, they're doing presentations. This is the expectation of the students, and yet the parents were not at the same level, and it was simply because they just didn't have the knowledge base. And so they were interested though, so I had a parent come to me, give me this information, say, please, could you look into this? That was, I think, in February, and by April, we had our first class up and running. Thank you to Evelyn and Camille. Where's Camille? The people who work with, the two teachers, phenomenal. The parents loved them. What came out of it was a graduation of, I believe, 22 parents, right? 22 parents. They were so proud of their accomplishments. We even had a newspaper article that they proudly brought to me, and I said, well, download it. Let's put it up for everyone to see. And they were able to do that, so they were quite proud of themselves. But it wasn't just the pride of the parents, it's the pride of their own children. When they watch their parents walk across a stage, receive certificates from dignitaries both at the state and the city level, they see their parents as continuous learners, and they want to be a part of that, and that in turn motivates them, which then creates a system on a school where everyone is constantly learning. That learning doesn't stop when you reach a certain age, and it doesn't stop when you go home. And that's what we want for our students. We want them to be continuous learners. And so something like this technology resource is amazing and very affordable. If there's any principals in the room, it's very affordable. It's well worth the money. It's well worth the investment. My parents cannot wait to have the next level. So they have an advanced course that they offer to the parents, as well as we'll be starting some new cohorts so that the parents who have already graduated, they come back and they support the next set of parents. So it becomes a self-sustaining, ever-growing organism on a school campus. And all I have to do as the principal is to support it, to make sure that I have some time in my computer lab for the parents, and then remind my parents and encourage them to continue to use the skills that they have acquired, and not to be afraid. And so if there's any principals, if there's anybody in the room that has the power to bring something like this to your campus, you want to do this. It's not only good for your school, it's good for our community, and it's amazing for our society, and we can't keep disenfranchising people just because they don't have access to something. That's part of the school's responsibility. At least that's the way I see it. Thank you.
Mi nombre es María Arujo, soy del Estado de México. Les quiero comentar rápidamente que yo estaba estudiando en México computación, pero debido al alto costo allá no lo terminé. Ahora aquí que he terminado el curso he aprendido muchas cosas. Ahora tengo más práctica con el teclado, en typing web. Me ha ayudado bastante a mí, a mis hijos. Tengo 2 hijos pequeños. Les he enseñado cómo navegar en internet. Otra cosa que también he aprendido es acerca de las opciones que mis hijos tienen de las universidades, que después en un futuro ellos pueden estudiar. Por último, también les quiero agradecer porque gracias a ustedes me hice famosa, salí en la televisión y también en el periódico. Gracias a todos.
I had been homeless for about 4 months. When I got to the interview, I literally had all my stuff in a backpack. And I was staying at friends' houses and pretty much asking their parents, please, can I stay one more night? Like, I swear to God, I'll find somewhere else. I'd like to say that I really love my job here. It does change your life. It's more than a job, it's a community, as it says in the name. I am so proud of all my parents. You couldn't ask for a better job, you couldn't ask for better coworkers.